We desire to go to Jerusalem because in the scriptures 3 times in the year you are supposed to be able to go on a pilgrimage to Jerusalem to pay your respects unto God. Why do they not want us to go to Jerusalem to take our fathers in former times went in multitude unto Jerusalem? Who is it that desires that we not go to Jerusalem to pay our respects unto the omnipotent God?
Spiritually oppressing on my people like Malachi 3:8, pass the plate, let's teach. Read the whole chapter, you pastors is like Hosea 4:6, don't forget not teach. Ezekiel 8:14, they weak for who? Who's that? The cross is a lower T for that deity. Do your research. Jeremiah 23:27. Forgot his name for Lord, sharpen my sword for the kneel to the floor, say no more, repent. Yeah, y'all gotta repent. Luke 1:5, the course was Abijah. 1 Chron 24 verse 10. Ha! Now I know the birth of the Messiah. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 1 though. Mentally enslaving all my people like fair. Stealing from Yahuwah, oppressing my people fair. Walk up in the church, tell the pastor like fair. Let him go. Mentally enslaving all my people like fair. Stealing from Yahuwah, oppressing my people fair. Walk up in the church, tell the pastor like Pharaoh. Let's go. Leviticus 11, still people eating swine. Isaiah 65 verse 4, no swine. Isaiah 66 verse 3, no swine. Okay. Oh, you gonna need the New Testament, right? Matthew 5:17 through 19, listen. 2 John verse 6, this love I listen. Romans 2:13, now what? Who said? Yeah, I said that. Read Exodus so we can exit this. Sage your boys here, chillin', drippin' spiritual. Oppressing my people, wondering 40 years. Yahuwah is my savior and king, now listen. Yahusha means the father is salvation. John 3:18, you see why believe. Mentally enslaving all my people like fair. Say what? Stealing from Yahuwah, oppressing my people fair. Can't walk up in the church, tell the pastor like fair. Straight up. Mentally enslaving all my people like fair. What? Stealing from Yahuwah, oppressing my people fair. Walk up in the church, tell the pastor like Pharaoh. Let's go. You gotta have faith, but according to the Romans 9:1-5, why you lie? My flesh is of Yasharel, you better tell. ASAP, man. Psalms 83, crafty counsel I see. Got us working on Shabbat, on Sunday preaching. Psalms 91, in him I trust Yahuwah. Yeah. Okay. Deuteronomy 28, it all relates. Atlantic slave trade back in Egypt now. 2 Kings 17, 5-19. Continue to read though. Romans 11, don't boast up, listen. As we return, this fire burns in me. Yeah, Baruch atah Yahuwah Avinu, translate that. Hebrew, I mean.
But if the trumpet does blow, we are concerned and we are troubled. But let all the inhabitants of the world know we're not afraid. Stay in your places. Do not leave the village of peace.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, Zion.
Hope everybody had a blessed Shabbat. Some people doing the Passover.
A lot of, I know GOCC doing theirs.
Yeah, and Sakari, well not Sakari, but Genesis. They doing they did theirs a couple of days ago. Something like that, yeah. It was like a couple of days ago. But we're here, right?
All praises.
All praises to the Most High. I want to give honor and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, through His Son Yahweh Shah. Slot. A lot of stuff been going down.
Always.
Always.
Most High shorten the times.
Exactly, right.
If not, no flesh should be saved. I wanted to add this in. I don't know if you've seen this.
What's that?
That somebody in Houston, a 17-car crash, 17 cars involved in a car crash. Somebody was drinking and killed 5 people. They charged them with manslaughter.
Damn.
Yeah.
Shalom, Brother Uriah,
Shalom.
Brother Linzel.
Shalom.
Glad
brother.
to see y'all here. We appreciate y'all being here, like always.
But yeah, I thought that was crazy. A 17 vehicle crash.
Yeah, I mean.
People be out here wilding on these roads. We just had a little situation on the road.
Oh yeah, it was raining down here real bad for a minute. 'Cause we
Man.
ain't had no rain in a long time. It's been probably, a month or something like that since we had rain?
Anything, anything like that. But that's straight.
Yeah, I guess.
But yeah,
I'm
we
gonna say that.
at the end of the dry season, we going into the rainy season. So shoot, it was raining and I'm just put myself out there. I was driving, y'all.
We was actually going to get some gas for the generator. And she passed our street up. She passed our street up. And
Cause it was so dark.
yeah, we had to turn around.
Cars, like it's crazy here when it rains.
Yeah, she turned around and she got us in the ditch, fellas. I was in the back seat because I'm holding the gas. I'm holding the gas thing, and I feel something boo boo, and I'm like, we stuck. And I'm like, oh hell no! Like what you done did, girl?
See, I knew that. See, that's the thing. It was an accident. Obviously, the rain comes so hard and so fast here. It covers the gutters. It covers the potholes. So you can't really see what's under all that rain. And I just feel like I should have been given some grace.
I gave you grace. I ain't say nothing. It took me
You
about
still clown me.
It took me about a day to clown you. So you know what I'm saying? Clown, you like really clown her or whatnot. 'Cause she know I'm gonna give her the business, right?
Even though you know it was a mistake.
Right,
And it could have happened to you.
It could have had, yeah. But maybe I wouldn't have had missed that left turn though.
You didn't even know we missed the street. I told you. I'm like, oh shoot.
Hell no, I'm too busy back there holding the gas tank so the gas won't waste nowhere. That's what I'm doing. I mean, come on now. I got to hold the gas. I got to drive all that on.
You wasn't driving. I was
That's
driving.
what I'm saying though. So I got to have the eyes out too then, huh?
No, I'm just saying, like, it wasn't like on some woman driver stuff. Anybody could have made that mistake.
Hey, but your girl here, she talked that stuff about the Ghanaians or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes came full force
Yeah, 3
to help us.
They wouldn't take nothing.
Look, I'm trying to give my man 100 CD. He on one of them bike things with like a carriage on the back of it. I'm like, here, no, man, take this. Y'all just helped us. It's raining outside. You know they wet. He was like, no, we don't know. Just tell me God bless you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, God bless you. You know, but the other two. They didn't walked off. They don't want to hear it. They don't want no money, none of that stuff, man. But they came through, man. That was all praise to the Most High. And you know they had to be brothers, man. You know what I'm saying?
We lagging.
We lagging. We lagging. What, somebody said something?
Yeah, Lizelle said, is anybody else lagging? And the writer said, yeah.
All
So
right,
they
let me
said
see.
we all good now. All good now.
Oh,
Okay. Araya say he thought World War III had started this morning. Warehouse full of vapes and gas tanks exploded, shook my house.
Damn, for real? Oh my goodness, he said all good now. All right, man. Shook the house. Wow, man.
I remember something shook our house years ago. We still don't know what it was.
Yeah, you ain't lying. But man, you know what though? Arrive, man, that would be, spooky as hell to me as far as the time that we're in now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And ain't no telling when something gonna happen in the United States. As far as people being in there, immigrants and all that stuff, people from Pakistan, people from all over the goddamn world up in there. And we got Trump in office. He ain't making nothing no better, but this is all the Most High's plan, right?
Yes, it is.
So we, even though they are enemy or whatnot, he's doing the Most High's will.
Yeah, but a lot of people regretting supporting him, thinking that he was going to get the country in the right direction. But this looked like he doing the complete opposite. It's giving dictator.
Yeah, Rod said he ain't grabbing a rifle. He can't shoot at no bombs.
Right.
You ain't lying with that. I guess you got to get the cover or something. Then goddamn hold your head.
Go down your basement about
Yeah,
it.
right, man. But this shit is getting it's getting serious out here.
Yeah. Scary hours.
Right. America, Trump, he keep poking out Iran. Fucking with China and Canada, and you know what I'm saying? He ain't making.
Canada ain't buying it either.
No, they not buying it. But they've been like holding off on the tariffs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
he gave him a date.
Yeah. Trump gave him a date and stuff like that, but Trump also putting tariffs on every goddamn body. He put a tariff on the EU. Yeah.
I think I heard about that.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, he said basically whatever y'all do to us, we're gonna do it back.
He getting this shit started. You know what I'm saying? And I don't. I keep hearing different stories with the Russia and the Ukraine thing. 1 minute I hear Trump and Putin come to an agreement. Then the next thing I hear, Putin like, the hell with you, Trump. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna keep bombing them and all that stuff. So with that, you know what I'm saying? I really ain't even getting no story for that this week, because I'm like, man, I'm hearing this, I'm hearing that. I don't know who to believe right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's coming from mainstream media. Y'all know how that shit go, man. It's one way over here and it's one way over there.
Mm-hmm. Plus they eat them like devils. You can't believe nothing they say.
Right. Exactly. But go ahead.
I was gonna say, side note, my son had a little homework I had to help him with, and it was asking about the state of America, the economy, LGBT, voting rights, police brutality, and I gave him the real answers. And he was laughing like, basically, if I get any smoke, I said, send them right my way, because I ain't holding them up. I said, a lot of the stuff, I kept it real as far as the police brutality and the economy, as far as the corruption and how non-whites have it a lot harder than whites, and we don't get no grace and things like that. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. He in the 5th grade, and they asking all about all these topics that's going on in America, homelessness, all of this. So I kept it real. So we'll see if we get that phone call from the school.
Right, exactly. But what we're gonna start off with today? I think we should start off with the economy.
That's the biggest thing that people talking about. They check ain't stretching. First of all, people tired of working.
Yeah.
And then how the government, which is a slap in the face, but it is what it is. How they can give so much money away, even though Trump talking about he ain't finna keep doing it, but they can give so much money away to Ukraine, all these other countries' aid, but the American citizens is suffering. People lose their houses left and right, the property taxes. The rent done skyrocketed. I just got a call from my family member today. A lot of my my dad and my brother, invest in real estate. And in Detroit, they have, you know how the little county had a little sales. You can get the houses for cheap. Little hood houses, you can get it for cheap. And they used to have $1,000 houses in Detroit. And we, you know, it's something we used to partake in. And my brother told me the $1,000 houses, after you finish bidding them, you paying like close to 10 G's on the lower side. You know, so just the state of the world, people are not living as comfortable, and it ain't just us, the Gentiles too. They feeling it as far as that dollar not stretching as far as it was, and then Trump with all his promises and his transparency, and people are like, basically, you told us all of this, but we're not seeing. All we seeing is a lot of beef. You making enemies for us.
Exactly.
They thought they was gonna be a powerhouse.
Right, exactly. But Lindsay said, when I first started coming into the truth, something shook my house that sounded like a trumpet from the sky. I mean, man, just like around when we, you know, moved.
About 2016.
Yeah, we moved to Flint.
We was at home.
Yeah, something
shook our house, something crazy.
Yeah.
I was scared. I'm gonna speak for me.
I mean, I was like, what the hell going on, man?
But we don't know. It wasn't no
Wasn't
storm.
no thorn, yeah, wasn't no thunder, no rain, none of that stuff, man. It was like.
And we had that was a brick house, right?
No.
Oh, it wasn't no brick. Okay, well, something shook the mess out of our house.
Sure
we
did.
we knew it was the Most High though.
Right. Oh yeah. We came to agreements. like we need to get it together.
We better tighten up. We
Tighten up
doing
shit,
that.
right.
That's kind of how we took it. Like maybe we doing something wrong and we need to tighten up.
Right. Exactly. But getting back to the tariffs and all that stuff, and you know, the economy, the stock market. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all been paying attention to that, but the stock market been getting hit real bad. You know,
Yeah, because of the tariffs.
losses. Right, exactly, and it's connected to the tariffs. You're right,
Yeah.
exactly right. But we got videos to, you know, talk about some of this tariff stuff and all that. You know, the stock market and all that. We're gonna get into the first video. We'll be right back.
Whoa, I was saying with y'all like to check this out. Here we go again. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Common sense does not exist anymore, folks. Listen, you have folks running to these car lots, buying these cars up. You have folks buying all type of shit off the shelf, and half of that shit they don't even need. You know why they're doing that? Because it's a tariff war going on right now, and they are scared that we're going to go into a recession. So they just buying up everything, forgetting the fact that we are already in a recession. Forgetting that they've been complaining about prices of everything, and inflation is still up and ain't went nowhere, but they still buying all that shit off the shelf because they hearing tariffs. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? So you spending all your money on some shit that's already high. Listen, that's what I call a double whammy, because they done pop your ass upside your head 2 fucking times, man. Let me tell you something. And if you're old enough, you know what I'm saying? When a recession is looming, the number one thing you're supposed to do, man, is save. Do not spend. Add to the rainy day funds, because shit is about to get fucked up. Not hear some shit and go spend all your goddamn money up on some shit when this shit is looming around. Hey, man, I'm going to tell you something. Y'all better start using y'all motherfucking heads, man, because you're going to have more worse days than better days. I'm telling you. And it's so fucked up in the United States, and everybody's so materialistic, and they just love spending. They don't give a... When the prices do go up, you still going to have motherfuckers out here buying all type of shit, man, because this world is a video game, man, and these folks ain't doing nothing but playing with you. I'm telling you. Y'all step out there, man. And don't be one of the ones that's getting hit with the double whammy. You're already in a recession, folks. That shit they talking about, man, is nothing. You already in a recession, depression. Y'all step out there and get it out the mud.
Now, people be tripping me out when they be talking about it. It's nothing. You know what I'm saying?
That's nothing.
As far as the recession that
Like, ain't
they
nothing
supposed to
going
be
on?
in, exactly. Like it really ain't, you know, going to affect people like that, but you know, it's affecting a lot of people.
already, and it ain't even
Yeah.
really hit for real.
Right. It ain't, they just now putting the gloves on. They ain't start swinging this shit yet. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
That's because in America, that illusion,
yeah,
you know, that like
Yeah.
spell, that drunkenness,
exactly, right.
that's over everybody. As far as like, we just have this mindset, like it's, and not us, but you know, it's nothing's gonna happen. Everything, all that bougie stuff is always gonna be there.
You know what, Lindsay, I heard about, it was somebody getting reparations, man. It was somebody, it might be the same people who you talking about, the Armenians or whatnot.
What?
I heard, yeah.
Getting reparations from who?
From America. Right, Lindsay? Throw it up in the chat. Yeah, matter of fact, it was 100K. You right. He talking about the same goddamn people. You right.
Wait.
Yeah. Yep. It was. I seen that shit, Lindsay. You right. It was 100,000 they got. Yeah.
Each Armenian citizen?
I don't know. I guess you know what I'm saying. There was some Armenians in America or whatnot.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
See, them devils, I ain't.
But you know what though, man? I always said it. Always said it since I've been in the truth, man. They ain't gonna give us a goddamn thing, man.
Nah.
They not gonna give us shit. They ain't gave us that shit, you know what I'm saying, long time ago or even now, we ain't gonna get it. We is not gonna get it, man.
Everybody else.
Everybody
I'm
is.
trying to figure out Armenia. You know, Armenia is in Europe or somewhere over. It's a white country.
I think so.
It's in Europe.
I think so.
That's where the Kardashians. That's what they are.
Right.
Armenian.
Exactly. Everybody gonna get reparations but us. That's how you know we
What
the
the
truth.
hell they go through to get a reparation?
Shit.
Because they was in that war recently.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could have thought about that
we'll
as
look
far
at
as
it
talking
later.
about that. You know,
We'll
having
look at
that
it later. Dang.
as a talking point or whatnot. Because I should have. Next time because y'all know I be on social media. I be looking at different things.
We know you be on social media.
So I'm gonna start downloading that stuff right then and there. You know what I'm saying? But
Trump approved reparations for some Armenian Americans.
man, shit. Come on, I'm telling you.
I thought he wasn't giving them no more money. I thought people had to give America money now.
Nah, y'all, it's
These
us.
devils, I hate, man. I
You
cannot
niggas ain't getting no
stand
money and shit.
no
That's
white folk. Ugh.
yeah, but 100K. Shit, I remember that number too. I'm like, damn. Shit, I wish we could have. You know what I'm saying?
And they
Drop
talking about
the
giving
100K.
us 5,000, maybe another stimulus.
Stimulus, man, ain't no telling. Yeah, they gonna probably. That's what I'm saying. They probably don't even want to give us crumbs and shit.
No,
You know, like man, this is out cold. But getting back,
my man on point though.
him.
This channel you be watching.
Yeah, dude, he be on point. Sometimes he be off though. He can go off, you know, because he's a good old
Patriot.
America. Yeah, he want America to keep going. You know what I'm saying? He really want America to
A
keep
lot of
going.
people do.
Yeah, they do. And it's like,
They
how?
couldn't fathom America not being on top or having to leave America.
Man, I'm just alone with the, y'all want these goddamn alphabet people to keep ruling over us or accepting the shit that they shoving down our
Man,
kids' throat
the alphabet,
and our throat.
I'm talking about them white thugs, them killers.
Yeah.
That's one of my biggest problems, that murderous spirit that's on them, because I just watched a TikTok about some twin brothers who went
Oh
missing.
yeah. Oh, they missed the flight.
Yes.
And they found the miss.
Found
Yeah,
them up in
man.
the mountains. And people talk about how racist Georgia is. They say Atlanta is black, but Georgia is white and racist. And I just keep thinking about how a lot of brothers be going missing, and same story. It's a suicide. You find a brother done got hung somewhere in the South. It's a suicide. And I'm like, man, I wouldn't want them people to be over me from the fact of how that spirit that they have on them. They are killers.
Man, that's what I said. Being here, man, it's like, I ain't seen the police in a long time, man. And then when I do see the police, man, they're not looking at, they don't, I mean, it's like, you know, when you in America, man, if you see the goddamn police, you gonna think they looking at you, or you know what I'm saying? You gonna be worried about them. But here though, man, it's like, what the hell ever, man. You talk about getting stopped in traffic? Man, I ain't been stopped in traffic. None, and I'll be doing some crazy stuff sometime, man. I'm talking about when I'm on my motorbike. You don't be nowhere around, but I'm telling you.
I knew exactly what you was talking about. You ain't supposed to be driving crazy on that motorcycle.
Hey, but just the fact that, you know what I'm saying, you like, okay, look, I ain't the only one be doing all kind of crazy stuff.
Oh, the point is you could get hurt out here.
I understand, but I'll be chilling out. I'll be chilling out, man. I ain't even been driving a motorcycle like that. But yeah, man, it's just totally different, man. As I said, the people, these are people here, man. I don't give a shit what nobody say, man. These are people here, man. You talking about them having morals and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Now they might get you out a couple of CDs or whatever, which is probably about 5 cents or some stuff like that, man. But you overlook that, man. Plus, they need it. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, though, man, these people got some morals, man. They don't want that homosexual ass shit. You know what I'm saying, man? They got morals here. You know, they look after the kids. You ain't got to worry about your kids. You know what I'm saying? Being messed with, or I'm telling you, man. These are people here, man. But
I wanted to speak on when he was talking about people being materialistic.
Yeah.
And spending like it's always gonna be here. Like there's never gonna be a shortage of things. You know, I think a lot of our people get caught up in that, trying to dress, impress, flex, shop, And I ain't knocking nobody because I got my little stuff that I like to do or, indulge in, spend my little couple dollars on. But I'm talking about not seeing the signs of the times and just, like, they still lining up for Jordans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, and then you got, like, in our city, they had a couple of 65 days, 65 degrees days. And everybody all at the park, got their drink in their hand, you know what I'm saying? Just, they can't wait to get, it get hot. So they can go out and flex and, you know what I'm saying? Look at me, look what I got, you know what I'm saying? I got over the summer or whatnot.
Folly and vanity.
Exactly.
Not realizing that the Most High, He's almost here, even at the door. Right.
I guess Ariah, he looked that up. But he said he can't find it, but then he said he found it or whatnot.
Yeah, so the Biden administration.
Biden administration, right, exactly. Okay. Yeah, but, man,
that's still a slap in the face. But they've been doing that. They want to play these games. Then you got these black groups, keeping the conversation going. They demanding y'all gonna have to give us the money, but they're not gonna give us the money.
Right.
That ain't even what the prophecy say.
Right, exactly. And then you got all these bootlicking trustees or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I always want to go behind and fight for the pink booty, you know what I'm saying? And won't, no, God, then he gonna punch everybody or he gonna let everybody, no, we don't want to hear that shit, man. The Most High gonna get their ass. The Most High gonna get them. You know what I'm saying? For all the stuff they did to the children of Israel, he gonna get them.
No, we don't want to hear that. No. I don't want to hear nothing about nobody saving no white person. As soon as I see a white person, an Indian person, any kind of heathen devil out here, me and my family start roasting them. My kids, we be like, look at that devil. Look at that heathen over there. But we start talking about them.
Yeah, but you know what? The thing that I be, like, Christians, they don't read the Bible, man. No. They do not read. They don't even read the New Testament.
They don't read.
You know what I'm saying? They talk about the New Testament, or they'd be like, well, that was the Old Testament. You know what I'm saying? But I want to go to Luke 1.
No, right? I did not see that.
What's that?
A black girl got her head slammed into the table by somebody.
Oh yeah, I said. You know what? All right, I couldn't even look at it. I was like, I couldn't even look at it, man, because I'm just waiting to see a brother go and smash dude. You know what I'm saying? But man, he knocked her out, man. He like flipped on that girl on her head, man. And I couldn't even watch it no more. I was like, you know, every time I seen it, but it then went viral too. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, man.
That's what I was saying about that murderous spirit over there. I know I said about the white people, but y'all know the Mexicans come to America and get a chip on their shoulder too. They want to be, you know, up there with the white man and be accepted by him. It's always been dangerous there for our people, and it's like, it's getting worse. You know, our people quick to say, we not our ancestors, we ain't going for this, we ain't going for that, but it's the same stuff that's still going on, like you said. A person getting violated and everybody else standing around watching. The only difference is now they got a cell phone, they're recording it. But just like in the plantation times, somebody getting violated or abused, everybody stood around and watched out of fear because they couldn't do nothing. They didn't want to, you know, have no type of punishment or death for themselves. It's just the same. That's the one thing. I got a lot of gripes about Ghana, but the safety here, you know, that type of stuff in America, man, it's a lot safer here. You don't have to worry about certain things. And things like that, being amongst other nations that hate you and have a leg up, you know, they always gonna be the innocent and they gonna be the victims. And you gonna always be the bad guy. And then our people is so brainwashed and afraid that we won't even come together and do nothing, just like Charleston White be saying that. He be talking about how when something happened, the black community talk their stuff, but they don't come together and do nothing. Even them goons, them like hood niggas. When somebody like a George Zimmerman, for example, you know, he shouldn't be able to breathe air and be living his life, living it up. But we don't come together for stuff like that. Our people are scared to do anything. We see, and this is the curses, but we see each other as the bad guy. We have an evil eye towards each other. And when it comes to the other nations, the majority of our people, no matter what they do to us, they give them a pass. They forgive them. You even got people saying Mexicans. I wonder what these camps that say Mexicans is Israel, what's their commentary on that video of that Mexican boy? I wonder what they got to say since that's Israel.
Exactly. I want to read this scripture right here. You know what I'm saying? This one for the Christians too, right? And I want to link it to another scripture. This is Baruch 4:21. It says, "Be of good cheer, O my children. Cry unto the Lord, and he will deliver you from the power and hand of the enemies." Verse 25, Baruch 4:25. "My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from God. For thine enemy have persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shalt tread upon his neck." Now let's go to Luke 1:68, one of my favorite scriptures. Luke 1:68. And it reads, "Blessed be the Lord God of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, and have raised up a horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us." So, you know what I'm saying? Just putting that all, bundling it all together is basically saying the same thing. The Most High gonna kick their ass for fucking with his children. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
He everybody know he got some badass kids and whatnot, but God damn it, don't you fuck with him. Don't you mess with him. And they didn't already did it. The Most High didn't put it in their heart to do it, just so he can show his glory and let them know. You know, but you know, with the Christians, you know, they just I just can't even really look at them no more and just like, y'all blind as hell. And it goes to the scriptures about the Most High, you know, blinding, you know what I'm saying?
Strong delusion.
And making people deaf as far as what we can see.
That's something that I've always wondered. As far as the Most High, I know we can't understand it, but He let His spirit rest on some people. The people that society would think is nothing, the black sheep type of people. But these Christians who have these big followings, or even your everyday Christian, like the Jehovah's Witnesses you be going back and forth with here, they have this wall of these blinders. They cannot receive the information.
Nope.
And I be praying about it sometimes, like, how come ain't nobody in my family in the truth? When somebody in my family gonna wake up? How come these hardcore Christians I know, none of them believe that they royalty? They think they are African American and a Gentile, and low key, whether they want to admit it or not, they look up to them people. They feel like them people is better than us. Mm-hmm. And I just don't get why, or I don't know if they will ever wake up at some point. I don't know.
Hey, they're gonna have to wake up. You know what I'm saying? If we keep, and the Most High, He come get His people, cause it's gonna be some people gonna need purged. You know what I'm saying? He said He gonna purge the rebels or whatnot. So it got to be some people who not gonna believe. You know what I'm saying? Who still gonna be hard-headed and don't want to listen. And He gonna have to purge them. So but. Let's get to this other video dealing with tariffs, the stock market, and we'll be back.
News from Wall Street right now. The markets just closed, clocking in their worst day of the year. The Dow Jones falling nearly 1,000 points. Today was the worst day for the Nasdaq since 2022, and the S&P fell about 3%. Wall Street slide here, driven by uncertainty about tariffs and where the economy is going. All this coming in the wake of President Trump's recent back and forth on tariffs with Canada, Mexico, and China. The president also non-committal on the possibility that his policies could lead us into a recession. And joining me now is Money Watch correspondent Kelly O'Grady. And Kelly here to put this into some kind of context. That's a lot of loss in one day. How should we react to all of this, first of all?
So, look, I think this is really about uncertainty. We do not know where tariffs are going. It's changing by the minute, and investors hate uncertainty. And the president, over the weekend, he gave that interview on Fox News, and he declined to answer whether we were heading into a recession. But he did say that this could be a period of transition. And that's a big driver of why you saw the sell-off today. I mean, the worst day for the Nasdaq since 2022, and also the decline we saw was similar to what we saw in the Nasdaq at the beginning of COVID. So that sort of puts it into context. I think the really important thing is this is also coupled with a pullback in consumer spending, a drop in consumer sentiment. So that's kind of where we got here. There's a lot of uncertainty. And while we may not be going into a recession, the market is really just fleeing what we like to call riskier assets.
Hates uncertainty, as you say. I have a friend who always says smart money's in your pocket.
Or into the mattress.
Yeah, that too. But at a moment like this, people may hear all these words and feel panicky. What do you tell them to how do you tell them to calm down?
So look, the data is not saying that there is a recession right now. We still have unemployment at 4.1%. The job market is still relatively strong. We're not seeing inflation at 9%. What I say to folks is that, yes, consumer spending drives the economy, and what happens today could impact consumer sentiment. So we could get there eventually, but right now the data is not there. So maybe don't put your money under the mattress yet. Don't look at your 401k, but we see this volatility in the market all the time. We could be talking in a week that the markets are back up at record highs. That's how quickly these things move. But I think right now, investors, consumers, and businesses, we are in a wait and see. And until the data says there is a recession, I don't want you to panic.
Absolutely not. Okay, Kelly, thank you so much. Speaking of the White House, senior correspondent Weijia Jiang is there right now. Weijia, what are they telling you tonight?
All right, so y'all heard what they said.
And Trump didn't answer the question.
Right, but he said, just be looking for a transition or whatnot.
Well, what that's supposed to mean? Fancy talk for his coming? Why he ain't answered directly, Mr. Transparency? He be having all them reporters and cameras when he's signing them executive orders and whatnot. Why you couldn't tell the people flat out we headed to a recession?
Right, and I've been hearing that a lot. Recession, we already in recession. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
Just
hey.
tell the people it got to be a recession. Why eggs so high?
Right.
And then add the tariffs on top of that, as far as what's about to happen with the cars.
People losing their jobs. A lot of people
Produce.
losing their jobs.
Did you see that the judge then ruled they're gonna have to hire some of them workers back? Like they
Oh,
fired all the
yeah,
people.
yeah.
But they're gonna have to bring some of them workers.
Yeah, I
and
seen
then
that.
the workers beefing, talking about Trump saying we can't work from home. But as much time as he spent in Mar-a-Lago, ain't that like working from home? I thought that was a good comeback.
That's crazy. But yeah, it's
coming.
It is. It's coming. You know, not just with the economy, but actual physical war is coming.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah. Because
and-
I think.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I think about all the stuff that happened, like the housing market crash in 2008. I think about COVID. So it's like, how could these days be any better? If these the last days, how could it get better? It's obviously going to get worse. The world, I don't know how it was over here. Our friend told us like they had them on lockdown. They had to wear masks. They was offering them the stuff for free. But in America, and then we saw videos of China, like it was crazy.
Right.
The world
right.
was crazy. Niggas was
It
fighting
was.
over toilet paper.
Yep. I seen the video when I showed you. You said you had already seen it, when it was fighting over the eggs.
Yeah.
It was fighting over the eggs or whatnot. And I'm like,
That's-
God
but
damn.
people used to it because
Yeah.
what you call that? Black Friday. People
Yeah.
fighting over TVs and stuff. So it's not the amount of chaos
Mm-hmm.
that happens. I'm telling you, even though we out here, we be in the house because it just be so crazy sometimes when you go out in the world and all the different spirits you be trying to having to interact with. I can't do it.
Right. Lenzel said, do y'all think that Trump is just playing with the stock market to manipulate it for profit?
I saw that.
It could be.
Now I saw something on that. They were saying basically he said he was gonna have the tariffs. The stock market went crazy, and then he postponed it. And I saw some news clips saying that he was basically lying in the pockets of his rich buddies or probably some lobbyists who contributed to the campaign. Who knows? But I saw some stuff on that, and I don't doubt it at all because we know they do that, even though that's illegal.
Right, exactly, yeah. But it could be though, man. You know.
I don't doubt that. And then I also seen people saying like Trump was trying to bluff and nobody really bought in or got afraid of it. So that's why he held off on it because it didn't really do it. Like nobody bowed down to it, none of the countries. But I did see a few pieces on that. And I don't doubt it.
Right.
Because
right.
they know it's a sinking ship. So you're going to help your boys get on and get their money before everything go crazy.
Yeah, before everything go to shit.
I thought it was very possible. Just like that movie I like to reference all the time, where all the rich people got the call
Yeah.
to leave,
Yeah.
and all of the poor average people was left, for the destruction.
Exactly, right. But getting into wars and rumors of wars or whatnot. This is a video about them talking about Iran, and then I got another video of Iran actually, getting back with Trump as far as like, nah, you ain't sent us no letter.
Oh yeah, so that was a lie. Well, we don't know.
We'll see it from the horse's mouth. He gonna say it himself. But let's look at this video first, and we'll be right back.
A war with Iran will be World War III. So that's the point. Iran is not alone, and it will not remain alone. And so if we go to war with Iran, we are expanding the war with Russia. With Russia, we are at a possibility of peace, but we're also at a possibility of nuclear war.
اینی که رئیس جمهور آمریکا میگه ما آماده هستیم با ایران مذاکره کنیم و دعوت به مذاکره و ادعا میکنه که نامه‌ای فرستاده که البته به ما نرسیده، به من یعنی نرسیده. این به نظر من این فریب افکار عمومی دنیاست. این معناش این است که ما اهل مذاکره میخوایم مذاکره کنیم صلح کنیم دعوا نباشه ایران حاضر به مذاکره نیست. خب ایران چرا حاضر به مذاکره نیست؟ به خودتون برگردید. ما نشستیم چند سال مذاکره کردیم، همین شخص مذاکره تمام شده کامل شده امضا شده رو از میز بیرون انداخت پاره کرد. با این آدم چجور میشه مذاکره کرد؟
Talk your stuff.
Right.
That's
And,
the
I mean,
Ayatollah Khomeini, I think
Yeah,
that's what that
but
is.
you know, he basically was saying like, you know,
You a lie.
he ain't right. You a lie. You ain't sent. I haven't received none. You know, they said they sent it, but I haven't received anything.
Hey, they done negotiating.
Right.
No, hey, no more talk.
And he said that's just a tactic to, you know, fool the public or whatever, to make it like, oh, we want to negotiate with Iran and all that stuff. But Iran like, no, that's bullshit. We had a plan on it. We had a deal on the table, and it's the same pink booty that threw the agreement out.
They known
So-
for that.
Exactly. So you know what I'm saying? He like, no, the hell with them. He already just saying, we don't trust you, motherfuckers.
That's what I'm saying. They ancestors was doing that, breaking
Right.
the little
treaty.
treaties or whatever.
Yeah.
They don't trust them. Furthermore, he said we done negotiate. We done did all that.
Yeah.
He telling y'all that we way past talking. What's your drop?
What's that?
A talk.
Oh yeah.
They way past the point of negotiation. See,
Exactly, right.
I love these alternative news outlets because they expose these white devils and they show you that the Most High has His spirit on these other nations that's gonna do them in. See, this is the enemy of the white man right here, and I love it.
Right, exactly. Right. And you know, he basically like, man, in the hell with y'all. We over here getting ready. You know what I'm saying?
While y'all listening to y'all lying president just tell y'all something about a letter and this and that, we done trying to negotiate. We did that years ago. It's a wrap.
Right.
We waiting on it to jump off.
To jump off, exactly, right.
I
And
love
it's gonna jump off. China is gonna be China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea. We already know it, man. It's and the whole. It seemed like they showing it to the whole world too.
And all them countries you just named, one thing I noticed about them as we watch them, their soldiers are martyrs.
Yeah.
But American soldiers ain't no martyr, nigga. They trying to live.
Yeah, they trying
They ain't
exactly.
trying to
wanna-
die for
they
this.
trying to come back home to the family.
They ain't no top flight.
No, hell no. Hell no.
I noticed that when I be watching them, the mindset of their soldiers, they have a sense of what's the word I want to use? Pride for like their country, like they patriots. They're really willing to be martyrs and die for this, and not just these crazy Arabs either. Them Asian people, the Russians, like they like it's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that American soldiers don't, because the scriptures tell us they're gonna be afraid.
Right, exactly,
we know They
right.
ain't about that life.
That's what they gonna get something unleashed on their ass that they ain't never seen before, heard before, and they gonna be scared shitless.
And I can't wait to
Right,
see
exactly,
it.
right,
I
exactly.
can't wait to be sitting back watching the white man like, ooh.
Right, but we got Trump, and Trump, you know what I'm saying? He out here like shit. I got guns too, goddamn it. My goddamn guns big too. And let's look at it right here.
All right.
We'll be back. Yeah, but Trump, he like shit. Y'all already know me. Look, I got them missiles or whatever, and y'all know I'll send them mugs.
And see, this is what I'm saying. These countries are tired of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know, somebody keep threatening to punch you in the face.
Right.
Eventually, you're going to get tired and you just going to punch them in the face.
You gonna punch their ass in the
You know what I mean?
face. Yeah. And you be seeing them bullies getting beat up and shit. They be fucking with that person. You know what I'm saying? To that person, they touch that person or something. That person just, they turn up.
They go crazy
And
on
start fucking their ass
What's
up.
that? Who's that? 50 Cent. It's only so long. Fake thugs can pretend. No, that's Jay-Z. I think.
Oh, okay.
It's only so long. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you doing stuff like this. Y'all doing stuff in the sea. Y'all getting close to other people's borders in the sea. We saw a lot of that like last year. And it's like, how long do you expect these other countries? The Most High had a spirit on them to be more docile and be afraid. But they're not anymore. That spirit is being taken off of them. The weak saying, I am strong.
And he's steady putting that spirit on Esau and them to, you know what I'm saying, to carry this stuff on them. To egg this shit up, right. Keep being prideful. Or we the, you know what I'm saying, we the boss out here. Y'all gonna bow down.
And then what type of fool show they hand like that?
Right, yeah.
Why are you even showing them people that?
Because Iran ain't doing it. Man, I told you, man, Iran quiet as hell. And that's one thing, man, you know what I'm saying, as far as a quiet person. I think I said this last week. I spoke about a quiet person. You know, 9 times out of 10, a lot of people ain't gonna fuck with that quiet person. Because they don't know what the hell that quiet person thinking about or gonna do. You know what I'm saying? They ain't out here showing their hand or whatever. Iran been real quiet. You haven't heard from them. They ain't been talking about, oh yeah, Trump, we gonna get your ass, you know what I'm saying? None of that stuff. No, you ain't been hearing about it. But you hear America, yeah, we gonna get Iran, they over there making nukes, and you know what I'm saying? They doing this and they doing that.
Well, you remember they won military general, this video always been circulating, and they said it. Like, these the 5 countries we gotta bring to nothing. You know, Libya, Syria, you know that video. Yeah. Like, they show their hand. I don't know.
Iraq, Iran, all of them,
know a lot about, like, war tactics and stuff, but common sense tell me I don't need to show my enemy what I got, what kind of nuclear arsenal I have.
Right, well,
that's smart.
Just not too long ago, it might have been last week, something like that, Iran, China, and Russia had a joint military, what do you call it? A military drill. Exactly, yeah. They just had a military drill. So, you know what I'm saying?
They getting ready.
They getting ready, right. They ain't finna have no military drill with America. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I mean, man, this shit is set. You know?
It's crazy to think about what the aftermath, what the outcome is going to be when people start sending nukes all over the world. But all I just keep thinking about is how much I want Esau to suffer. So I just be happy. Like, as long as Esau get beat to powder, I'm good.
Right. And this last video here is the video you had brought about Trump launching airstrikes against the Houthis or whatnot. So we're going to get to this video and we'll be right back. Right.
Tonight, smoke rising over Yemen's capital after the U.S. launches large-scale strikes against Iranian-backed Houthi militants. So far, the largest and most significant military action of President Trump's second term. Trump saying the Houthis have waged an unrelenting campaign of piracy, violence, and terrorism against American and other ships, aircraft, and drones. We will use overwhelming lethal force until we have achieved our objective. U.S. officials tell ABC News the air and naval strikes hit radars, air defenses, and missile and drone systems. The attacks could last for several days and intensify in scope and scale. A spokesperson for Yemen's Ministry of Health says at least 9 people have been killed and 9 more injured in tonight's strikes, claiming most of the casualties were civilians. The American aggression on Yemen is a criminal escalation that will not break the resolve of the Yemeni people and will only increase their determination to support Gaza and the resistance. Since the Hamas assault in Israel in October 2023, the Houthis have launched more than 100 attacks on vessels in the Red Sea. Trump now warning the Houthis the attacks must stop or hell will rain down upon you like nothing you've ever seen before. And sending a stark message to Iran demanding they end support for the Houthis immediately.
clearly the intended audience here was Iran. The Trump administration has made it clear that they want the Iranians to negotiate an end to their nuclear program. And if they don't, there could be military action like we saw tonight directly against Iran.
And with the Biden administration also launched similar strikes on the Houthis, but that didn't stop their attacks in the Red Sea. A source familiar with the plan tells me that the U.S. military action that comes next depends on how the Houthis respond. Whit.
Selena Wang at the White House. Thank you.
Man, this stuff getting heated up, man.
Who they think they is? Why would I negotiate with you to stop my nuclear program and you got a nuclear program? You already got these sanctions and tariffs on me. We beefed out past the point of even talking. So you can send bombs over there to Hamas, to the Middle East or wherever you want to. At the end of the day, it's going to go down at some point between us. It's like you want to bomb near me to threaten me or scare me.
And then America, man, they good for the goddamn bombing civilians, man.
You know, Trump.
It's like, goddamn, y'all some cowards.
Trump stay threatening somebody. He always telling people that, you know, all hell gonna come. You know, and he just don't care. The way he make these threats, like, I don't care, everybody can die, basically.
Hell yeah.
Basically,
Right.
I just think it's very arrogant and prideful to be like, I got a nuclear program up here in my country, but you can't. You need to stop yours. I said you need to stop yours.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't stop, so I done did all this stuff, but I still won't leave you alone. I'm still going to exit you. You must stop. But we ain't got to stop ours. Who do you think you are?
Nope. That's that pride. That's that pride.
I can't stand nobody trying to like control me. Like, I'm grown. Don't try to tell. No, this is a whole nother country, a whole nother culture, you know, religious
Sovereign,
background.
they got a sovereign country
they're
or
sovereign.
whatever,
They
yeah.
have the way they run their country. And
Exactly.
even though, I ain't gonna lie, it do seem weird when you go to other countries or you look at their culture, the way they do stuff. But that's the way they do stuff in their country. And there's a certain level of respect that's supposed to be there. And white, I'm gonna say white Americans. White Americans don't have respect for other countries and the way they run their country. They want to change every country to be the way America think that they should be.
Yep.
And it's never did any good for any of these countries. I heard something. They was like, America go to these countries and basically start wars and to try to implement democracy. And after it's all said and done, 20, 30 years, whatever, after all the deaths, after all the buildings been destroyed, there's still no democracy.
Nope.
They don't want to live like that. And they so quick to say that we civilized you people. We came over to Africa, you people were swinging from trees and wearing diapers, which is not even true. But they want to try to control the whole earth. But all praise to the Most High for putting a spirit on these countries to say, no, we don't want your suit and tie. We don't want your democracy. We don't want your LGBTQ. We don't want your poison food. We don't want your religion.
Right.
Just like they was trying to hype. Remember when they was trying to hype them females up to come up out their burqas or their hijabs?
Yeah, hijabs, yeah.
Getting them girls beat up and killed.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. It's getting real spooky out here.
We getting
you know
closer.
What I'm saying? We getting closer.
And the Most High put the right heathen Edomite
He
devil
sure did.
in there. Because
Right.
this dude was so arrogant. I don't get me wrong. Y'all know I can't stand Edomites. But I really enjoy hearing Trump speak. He's probably the only president that I like constantly listen to his speeches. I just love to hear the rawness and just hear him just talk and run his mouth.
Right, but the thing about it though, you know what I'm saying? It's like he got